What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach who will be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about every aspect of trading. So we see that early today GBP has been released and we have seen this incredible movement in the market. Now at this point I was looking at gold as well. As we see that gold is in a little bit in a consolidation. That means that there could be a breakout from that consolidation and we'll look for an entry opportunity in this live as soon as it arises. So make sure you stick till the end of the session. Now before I begin, as you know that what you can do, smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel, join the free Telegram channel before we start so that you can stay up to date all the updates, education and everything that we are releasing for you for free. So with that said, I'll be starting with gold and also you'll be looking at GBP GBP USD, Euro dollar, AUD USD, all the instruments that I am trading including the indices NASDAQ and US30. Looking at first of all daily time frame on gold, we see that from the daily perspective, this is a, if you look at here on gold, we can see that gold from the daily perspective so far, this is a, after gold we will be looking at other instrument as well. So we see that in that daily time frame on gold, previous day there was a strong breakdown on gold in this level. Now with that breakdown, if we look at this support here, we can see that from this support level gold had a breakdown. Now this is the daily chart which in fact has formed a head and shoulder on the daily time frame. If you look at in this zone here, this is what I consider a head here. Okay, we see that on the daily head and also the left shoulder and the right shoulder. Okay, so we see that there is a potential head and shoulder and we have seen that breakdown from that head and shoulder. Now because there is a breakdown, we can expect now gold to come back go back up to support this is support here, and what we can expect on gold for the price to go back up to test this level as a resistance and then to have another bounce. But so far today we see this from this daily opening and closing from that zone, the price is getting rejected multiple times, and I think that we might see an attempt to break that previous daily low, which is very likely to happen because it's a strong downtrend, and then we might see that reversal to the upside. So there is a lower time frame probability is still downside. Now 4 hour, we see that after previous sessions dodgy, this session tried to break the high again. We see some downside coming up. And looking at the 1 hour chart on gold, after the doji from 1 hour, we see that from this level the price is coming down again. This is a local bullish channel. All right, we see that from this channel the price currently trying to break down from this 20 EMA, which is, we see that pretty predictable. There is a doji on the 1 hour and from this zone we see gold is trying to break to the downside. So here if you look at this channel on gold and from this level, right, there is a, it's a bullish channel. Okay, and we see that the price now started to break, and if you look at the overall structure here, which is potentially bearish, but what I think that gold may not drop like that. For me, I don't think that gold is going to drop like that, because if you look at here, this is 15-minute chart, very powerful time frame for day traders. You see this is a, if I draw a contour here on gold, what it is doing is like that, and for me, without breaking this high, we may not see a massive drop on gold. I think that this channel is still to continue and we might see a break to the upside as news is coming later today. It could be that during the news, and then we can expect at continuation towards its downtrend. So you know that only 20 minutes remaining for the news coming up. I think that we could see further upside before coming down for a drop. So from 5 minutes we see that this is a, if I delete the channel and draw the support and resistance, what do you see on the 5 minutes on gold, which is a sharp resistance, which the price forming series of higher low and putting pressure on that resistance line. Anytime we can expect a breakout to the upside. This is where I will be waiting for potential selling after break of this high, which is the swing high, which is, I think, very highly likely that gold will try to break the high, and then we could see that drop coming up. And in that case, we will see from the daily as well, it will basically break to the upside to test this level. Even it is possible for the gold to come back down below this daily doji here, which is also the support and resistance. Okay, so these are the levels that I will be waiting for gold to go ahead and break, and then to give us an entry opportunity. And any trade coming along the way, definitely will be jumping on it. And let me know, guys. I hope that you are enjoying this live session, and like every day, make sure you leave a like, and also you leave a subscribe, and also press that bell button so that you are you are notified whenever I'm releasing everything in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Mike, good evening. Thank you. Mugda, good morning. Good morning. Adimoro, sir, good evening. Thank you. Time of CPI news release. What will be the gold move? Very good question. This is $1 million question. Let's figure out. I want your opinion, guys. Which way a news is going to, which way the gold and USD dollar is going to be heading with the news. Also, is let us know in the live chat. Let's see who is gonna win today. Okay, good afternoon, coach. Good evening. CPI data release 25 minutes. Yep. Ajit, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Coach, why do you not label on a session? Noman, yes, we do live. Okay, so this is a live. Will, the pre-London session we are doing now, one live, and the other one is because I do a lot of trading and I focus more on trading. That time I use for my trading as well as for VIP trading. So because this one here, in this time there are more volatility in the market, so I try to bring more value to you guys. The reason I chose this time is because a lot of volatility in the market in this time, and I believe in quality rather than quantity, especially in trading, which is very, very important. For those who are on the VIP, that that what we are doing at the moment. And you see, early today we had a trade on GBP USD. We secured profit. Now our academy is incredibly profitable in terms of trades and all of them. So this is where I'm focusing at the moment, to give you guys the quality rather than the quantity. So this is what I hope that you guys also enjoying all of this. And this is the main goal of trading, isn't it? Spending less time, making more, so that you don't need to work 8 hours, 10 hours, which is the Middle Ages culture. The modern world is like a world of freedom, where you work 1 hour, 2 hours, and then you are ready for doing everything with that 1 hour, 2 hours. So this is what also very important. And I think that every trader has this goal one day to quit 9 to 5 and become his own boss. And trading, there are many other options available for you to become your own boss. but trading is the boss of the all boss, isn't it? Because when you do trading, you are directly dealing with the financial market, which is everyone dream of, to be a free financially free from everything. So this is where we are focusing on more, to give value, to add value to everyone who is in this channel and as well as in this academy. So let's keep that dream on. And everyone, I hope that everyone also have the same dream. Let me know in the live chat also what's your goal and dream in trading. Good evening, morning, Lee, Trevor, hi sir, thank you very much. MD Tabarak, Kadir, Ratina, good afternoon. Abhinav, I guess dollar has to go up, fill the gap. Okay. Oil, yeah, we'll be looking at that. I think USD will weaken and gold will short up to collect liquidity from the previous daily candle. This is a very high probability that dollar, the gold ultimately we could see that downside. Good morning. Let's find out. As I mentioned, that it's not, the news will change the game, no doubt about it. So let's keep it alive until the news release and see how it goes. Coach, you are a great man. Kadir, thank you, you are a great man too. Coach 95, hi coach, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Good evening coach. Coach, hi, CPI dollar goes up. Okay, very good prediction. I see that almost 50-50 probability that everyone predicted in the same way. Coach, you are the legend, real gold. I joined before 3 different signal group and I thought it is not possible to be profitable from signal. I'm getting my first payout of 8 to 5. So from Alio, okay, congratulations Alio. Yeah, absolutely, this is a very good news that you are getting payout. I guess you are getting payout from your prop. That's good. It is a very good news that, so you're using that right way. And it is very important that always do the risk management when you open a trade. Keep the risk low. Even see the alert that I'm sending is, it's profitable, no doubt about it. We are journaling everything you can see from A to Z. But if this is what I saw, that when especially followers follow a trade from their coach or mentor, thinking that this is a trade that I can make a lot of money and then take a big risk. So even the trade is winner, it might take your toll because the trade will fluctuate. So this is a very good news that you're getting payout, but at the same time I keep you, what I can say, that stay always alert, that you are not again going out of your mind and always doing. You see, this is I congratulate you, but at the same time I warn you, because getting some money or getting rich is also a matter of belief. So what happened is that in my case also it happened. So that's why I'm just telling you, most trader, they make money, okay, and then what they do, that when they see, let's say they have a account of $10,000, all right, and that has gone up $15,000, and then it's gone up $18,000, and then they give away all of them, right? It's because of, what I can say, that unworthiness of having those money. It's the awareness that every person need to create. So that's why, so when you get a payout, make sure that you get the payout every single time. by keeping up to the mark, which is very important. One time you got payout, and I don't want that, next time you got a blowout. So always keep the account growing by keeping consistency in your trading. That's good news. What about your opinion on CPI data? We'll be looking at that. Sir, I want to know about spike candle. Thank you a lot. Yeah, absolutely. Spike candle is what we will see probably in the news coming up. We'll discuss more. Darren, you are welcome, Darren. Thank you. So let's quickly look at, now we have seen that gold, I'm expecting to have initially liquidity grab and then drop. So what I'm expecting on gold to have a drop. Let's quickly look at before the news with GBP USD, GBP JPY and other instrument. Now GBP USD, if we look at on GBP USD, we had an early trade today on GBP USD, which is here as well. I discussed already with VIP members here. Let me tell you what did I looked at on GBP USD. This is still downside. Now the GBP USD trade that we have opened, we had opened one trade in day trading, which has given us the profit. So we opened here, closed here around 1 to 1. It had a bigger profit target, but I closed earlier because there's news coming up and I don't want to, because it's a very tight trade that I don't want to lose that profit that we have gained. So here if I look at that, recall that trade on GBP USD. So let me make that. Okay, so today we had this one on GBP USD before the news. Let's quickly look at that, and then that will help us to understand also how the gold is going to move. So GBP USD we sold at 1.2471. Let me replay that here on GU. So here GBP USD along with this 20 EMA crossover. This is the 30 minutes price action. We saw that this is the news movement we have seen, and the price completely has broken that support level. Now why didn't I enter with this doji here? This is the very important question that probably you're gonna ask me, because already we see that from here there is a strong drop. Okay, a strong drop means a massive drop on the 30 minutes perspective, has broken this support level, has gone back up to the resistance zone here, and in that zone, why didn't I sell? This is what I try to explain, is that I'll create a separate video on this one as well. So when you see that you see there is a triple top, okay, a breakdown. So when you see any structure is broken down, we can expect a retest. Now in that retest, always it is always better to wait for the price to completely invalidate that retest and coming back down again. So what does it mean? For example, if I give you a clear idea, a double top, right, like that, a double top has broken down in the direction of the trend. As a rule of thumb, because this is a smart money zone, the price should go ahead and test this support as a resistance, right, and then to come back down again. When the price goes there, penetrate that, invalidate that level. Invalidate means like should have bounced from here, instead it has gone back up and then strongly rejected with a very high probability price action confirmation. This is a very high probability setup, and this is what I wait always for, an extra confirmation, extra liquidity. This is what we saw here, and here many retail trader probably strapped here because it was a valid sell opportunity here, but instead we saw the next one has gone back up, cross that, and we see that also we got the confirmation from our TF strategy indicator, and from that zone we saw that the price has drop back to the downside. And you see that, guys, you don't need a lot of trade. Okay, this is what I try to understand, that FOMO, over trading, will kill your trading account. That's why for a high probability setup, you need to give yourself a little bit of patience and time, and then wait for that setup to develop so that you can take the trade with a high probability setup. And this is what my goal is, to help everyone to develop that. So if I help you, it will not work until you help yourself as well. It is very important. So we said that from that zone, and the price has in fact dropped. And also trade management is very important. This is what also I emphasize on. Once the price has gone to that level, we have secured that profit. I think that it's is still dropping down in that direction, and we could see that, you see, the GBP USD is still downside, which also reflecting on gold. Had a sharp drop after this doji from 30 minutes. And as the news coming up, let's keep eye on gold now at the moment, and along with quickly looking at the GBP-JPY. Let me see where it is now, dollar yen and GBP-JPY. Where is GBP-JPY? It's here. Okay, where it's in a sideways. GJ is not on the higher time frame in a very good position. So going back to gold, I want to see the news on gold. Now from the 4 hour, we see that the market getting rejected from that level. I really want to see a spike up, breaking 1915 level, giving us that entry opportunity for this potential downside. Now from 5 minutes, it look like that it's gonna break this way, right? Let's find out. Now this is the last candle, all right, before the news. So this candle, this is the last 5 minutes. I want to see it has done something like that, and then we can look for selling. All right, guys, are you ready for a big move on the market? Okay, cool, thank you, guys. I need more like. Smash it, not your PC, just smash the like button, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. There is a lot of value to take from here. Every day I post analysis, every weekend I post educational content. This channel alone will give you everything that you need to be a consistently profitable trader. I would recommend you to stick to the channel by pressing the bell button as well, so you see that upside coming. Let's do. Thank you. Hi coach, expect we will get very good. Noor Siddiqui, yes, absolutely. CPI higher than predicted, dollar will go up, gold down. Okay. Zofia, yeah, this is what could happen. Let's first wait for the news to come out. Let me see the Forex factory. Looking at here on the calendar. Okay, so looking at calendar, 2 minutes. Okay, quite a few, 3 of them: core CPI, CPI, and CPI yearly, monthly, core CPI. Okay, so wait, ready for the spike. You see that it's getting some rejection from the support. That means that there is a probability for an upside momentum, and then to break to the downside, right? 15 minutes getting some rejection here. I wouldn't recommend to open any position just before the news unless you are gambling. I'm not gambling at the moment, definitely not. So we see that upside. Yeah, this is what happening here. Okay, so daily it's just crossing the daily opening and closing, and this 1916-17 level is a very crucial level. Let me see here on the 5 minutes, and yeah, there is a okay. What's your thought on that, guys? Let me know. Okay, that's what happening, as I mentioned, that yeah, exactly did that. It's gone up. Okay, gather liquidity, now has rejected. Okay, now let things settle down, and then we'll look to see where the opportunity. All right, now okay, it has broken the daily support level. All right, looking at the weekly as well, we see that there is a drop here, and so this 1 hour candle cross 20 EMA. So this is a channel that has broken from 1 hour. It's a very narrow channel. So this 1 hour candle basically has crossed this one's high, which is pretty. This one had a very high liquidity, definitely. So from that perspective, if we look at now, yeah, we can look at 1890 level to be crossed. 5 minutes, looking at that. Okay, so this one has a sharp drop, right? Let me see, where is the entry point? Okay, so this is a 1900 level. So it's very highly likely that it's gonna touch 1900. Okay, So here I'm gonna sell at the moment from this level. Stop loss just above this high, and TP target I will take up to 1900.50. I know that it's a very fast trade. The market is dropping fastest way. So okay, now I know that it's very fast trade, very quick movement. So I'm a late bloomer, but at the same time I've got it. It's got an upside. It's not fair to do that. Let me see, it's gonna get another liquidity. That is gonna be horrible if it is doing that. Okay, let me see. It's gonna get that up again. So looking at the CP, so the data, which is good for DXY. Gold should be downside. Yeah. So basically it was a liquidity grab, which is good. So you see that CPI data is supporting gold for a drop now. It has got up for a liquidity trigger. Okay, if it is gonna break, it's gonna break. So from we are almost at entry again. Depends on, everyone has a different entry, I'm sure that. So this was a liquidity grab. We are at entry again. I'm almost entering the profit zone, but let me see here on it will be horrible if it goes back up again to another liquidity. Very, very highly volatile. Now this rejection is not expected. It's coming back down again to the entry. I'll still hold it. I'm not gonna if I'm stopped out, I'm stopped out. things look like that. Did not expect it to go that far. I think many of you are at entry, so it's up to you what you're gonna do. I am still holding. It's coming down again, so I want to see that it's closing as a long wick narrow candle, so that the next one is coming down for a deeper drop. Okay, here. Keep in mind, guys, to always proper risk management. Anything can happen here. It might just keep pushing high. I'm going in the profit zone at the moment. I want to see that it's breaking down, which is expected the way it has formed that price action now. Okay, so I'll give a shout out what I'm doing with the trade because it looks very volatile. Okay, if I see that it's not doing as per the plan, we'll be jumping out. All right, so (15 minutes) close is very important to see. Now if it reverse from here, it's gonna just push up and move up. So from 1 hour candle is still bearish. Okay, so 1 hour is showing still potential bearish. 4 hour also showing bearish. The only thing could happen is that it might grab another liquidity and then could just drop back, but we are on the right side yet showing, but there is one probability could happen is that let's go up, gather another liquidity, hunt all of them, and then coming back down, or you could see that a straight drop from here deep, depending on the real-time price action. let me see. First of all, here the 15 minutes, I want to see that it's gonna closing down below. Okay, so 5 minutes showing that potentially bearish so far. This one I want to see that closing like that as a red candle. Is it preparing for any kind of reversal? So there's a big pulling and pushing happening from the buyers and sellers. Okay, so all right, the next one is coming down, which is very much needed for us to come down. All right. Okay, I'm going in profit now. I'll give a big shout out what I'm doing if I'm closing with profit, because I'm in profit now. I'm sure the majority of you in the profit at the moment. So let's keep it running. First of all, 15 minutes long bearish candle. Let me see. Okay, so here there could be some manipulation. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to close with the running profit. Okay, because there could be some manipulation. If we need, we will be entering again. I'm sure that majority of you in profit at the moment, so I have closed my trade with the running profit. I'm sure that everyone, because when I called out the trade was here, so I have closed with my trade with the running profit. First let the manipulation happen, then we will be entering again. Depending on the situation, we will be entering again if we need it. So I have closed my trade with the running profit. Can you please let me know in the live chat that what you did with your trade? I hope that everyone has in the same boat, that because they are high probability it will drop, but let the manipulation happen. We secured some profit, and then once the manipulation is over, we will be entering again. Here the price is looking very volatile, more than expected, so we might see some manipulation here. As I mentioned earlier, there could be some manipulation. Yeah, so there. Okay, so the bias is downside, but if you are not in profit, that I would recommend just to wait for the profit. I think that everyone should be in the same boat. Currently not in profit. Okay, we must believe in Guru. Yes, let fight the game everyone. Now sell. Okay. Okay. My funded account is your funded account is blown. That's a super okay. All right, so we see that here. Let me see what it is doing. In that zone, from 1 hour, which is the price is still showing potentially bearish. From here we could see again another drop, but how the 1 hour candle is closing will determine how it will be doing. Okay, so yeah, okay, awesome, thank you. I'm sure that, can you confirm that, because the trade was very fast and when I call for the trade, the price has gone up, and I hope that everyone has got a better understanding of where you have entered. So can you confirm what's the update on your trade on the live chat, who were on that? So here we could see again another downside from the 1 hour. The price, if the 1 hour candle closing like that, that could take the price to the upside again. It will depend on how the candle is closing. So it's moving high. Let me see. Okay, that's awesome, thank you. Scalping trade, you need to be very, very fast. And yeah, so if it is reversing, that's a big reversal. That could be a big reversal. All right, so it's gonna grab again. So if we need, we will be entering again. Okay, it's gonna yeah, so it gathered another liquidity. Now if it's gonna reverse from here, then the way it has created this manipulation, there is a yeah, so the here it might be a reversal call. Okay, it is after this kind of liquidity trigger, it's pushing high, means that we might see that the liquidity trigger. That could take the price moving to the upside. Let me see what. So it is there is a resistance here. Okay, here this move could be a reversal call. Let me look at other pairs, how they are reacting along with the DXY, then we will be understanding. So you can see DXY had a rejection from the top. Okay, so that rejection, if it is a reversal, then gold might be reversing. Okay, so you see that back to back 2 daily candles, rejection from here. From 4 hour we see that bearish candle. Now let me see what other pairs is doing. AUD USD, quickly looking at all of them to see how the market is reacting. GBP JPY, okay, so GJ is a bullish. Okay, I will be going along on GJ starting from here. Wait a minute, pardon me. Okay, I need to look at the daily for that. So looking at the daily on GJ, which is a bullish, and from 1 hour, yeah, this is a bullish price action on GBP JPY. So what the best opportunity here on GJ on the retest of this level? So we could see a retest of this previous resistance here as a support. Now if the price is coming down for a deeper liquidity trigger, we can look for buying on GBP JPY at around 1893.95. Instead of market, we will be looking for pending order here, right? So on GJ, this is a 1 hour candle which is closing in 4 minutes, which is potentially bullish. Okay, now looking at the daily and weekly on GBP JPY, which is a long-term bullish market, there could be a bounce on GBP JPY. All right, so 15 minutes, so it is going to be bigger stop loss, 60 pip if we buy from here directly by market. GJ has formed also, this is a liquidity grab on GBP JPY, and if we look at this movement, all right, which is potentially bullish. So looking at the 15 minutes on GJ, which is, so you feel the gap here already. Okay, so GBP JPY for me is a high probability it's gonna push high. It will depend on the lower time frame price. 5 minutes had a massive breakout. Okay, so yeah, not going yet. So let me see gold again. Yeah, so you can see gold again has come back down after second liquidity trigger. But 1 hour candle closing as a doji. This is a ridiculously, this is a really ridiculous price action is forming gold. Both sides, they have triggered the liquidity. Let me look at dollar yen. So dollar yen 1 hour, four hour. Okay, dollar yen is a bullish market, which is in fact potentially moving to the upside. Okay, so but if gold is coming down, dollar yen even could have another breakdown. This 1 hour candle is a two-edged sword. Okay, here gold again. I think gold is calling for a reversal. Very high probability that it's calling for a reversal. Daily, yeah, gold might be preparing for a reversal, depending on. Okay, so 1 hour closed as a doji, 15 minutes, five minutes. Going back to GBP okay, we see that euro dollar, okay, so potentially upside on euro. I think that it's gonna we see that there is a probability for an upside movement on gold, euro dollar. So euro dollar, we see the same way. AUD USD also getting rejected. So looking at euro dollar again, so we see that this is the daily candle, and 4 hour candle closed as a I think that's gonna slowly change the trend, right? If we look at the bigger picture from the weekly on euro dollar, has bounced, okay, from this level. We might see some upside on the monthly as well. 4 hour, yeah. So gold bounced here. So from 5 minutes, so all of them, what we see, the DXY is getting rejected from the top. And with that being said, we might see that euro dollar looking at gold as well. Okay, it is very early to say either going up and down, but let's find out what you see that it dramatically changing the market direction. So let's keep eye. All right, guys, don't be impatient. Now this 1 hour candle that form on gold, which is very long doji. Okay, so here GBP JPY testing this previous support as a resistance, previous resistance as a support. This market so dollar yen, I'll just keep all of them to see what is the sentiment in the market. So dollar yen, we see that there is there's a doji here. If we see the dollar yen getting rejected here and looking at the daily, okay, let me know guys which way you think that gold is and DXY is heading. So you see that DXY had a very sharp rejection. So what's your opinion on that? Okay, Jackson, okay. Dollar CAD, yeah, euro dollar. I would advise to wait for 1 hour. Thank you, awesome. Getting entry again on gold, no, not yet. We'll be looking to enter again once you'll find that NASDAQ. Okay, gold shall test 1903 then. Okay, so now here we have to keep eye on that, what it is doing, and then we'll be looking at. In the meantime, let me look at NASDAQ. Okay, so US30 and NASDAQ. WTI. So NASDAQ also there is a sharp rejection. Okay, so US oil, this is in a very long-term uptrend, all right, and in that long-term uptrend, the market is coming down for a pullback, and I wouldn't say that should sell here, but it's gonna come down for a deeper pullback because it's already overextended. WTI is a bullish market. From the monthly, weekly and daily, we see that all time frame is a bull. We can expect for WTI come back down to gather liquidity and then to move to the upside. So from the lower time frame perspective, we can see that WTI, this is a established uptrending market, and in that established uptrending market, we see the series of higher high and higher low, which is we can see the price is moving in that direction with a series of higher high and higher low. We can expect for a local breakdown, and then we can look for buying, but at the moment it's coming down for a pullback, and I wouldn't recommend for any kind of selling, though it could drop, but you know, guessing is not an idea. Always trading with the trend is the most profitable trading strategy one can ever have. Okay, I strongly believe that you guys enjoying this live session. Make sure you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. And if you are looking to join a regulated broker, I always recommend regulated broker. The regulated broker link you can find in the description area. Also, I can share the link in the live chat. You can use that link to register for free, and then you can start trading with a regulated broker. I've given the link in the live chat. You can click that link and then you can register for free. So let me quickly look at on gold again. We see that from 4 hour on gold again getting rejected after testing this level. So here is the, you can see from the 1 hour, which basically in a very strong phase of manipulation, as I mentioned earlier. So we see that again getting downside. This is this manipulation basically might make gold another wave, so that wave could be to the downside or upside, that we will be understanding from this price action on the lower time frame. So here on 5 minutes, see when the market manipulates, it's gonna do it on both sides, here and also there, right? So in that zone, what we see that the market has gone up, get the liquidity. Now if it is trending in that direction, which is the major trend is down, which is a high probability, and if it is trending towards the downside, then we might see strong liquidity grab here, at least one candle. This doji is in fact a liquidity grab. Now if we see that it confirms its direction to the downside, we can look for selling again. The trade is of where we have entered our trade here. This is where almost 1908. Anyone is still on that trade? Some of you said that maybe still running the trade. I don't recommend to trade with even after closing that trade. So thank you. So how many of you, I want to see that how many of you really participating in those trade that I'm calling on. Make sure you use a demo account. Can you let me know in the live chat how many were you on that gold trade? Just I want to compare from the view to who are trading really with the live. So can you let me know in the live chat? I'm still selling. Okay, so I want to see that how many of you were on that trade. Can you let me know in the live chat that you were on the gold trade, yes or no? And did you make profit on that? Still in the trade? Okay. Okay, gold, please buy or sell. Okay. Demo trade. Okay, 1930. Okay, here's a trade gold, sell with you. I mean, still okay. Yes, sir. I'm also okay. So no. In trade, yes. Still okay. Exit. All right. So quite a big number. That's good, but keep in mind that always. Okay. Whatever the CPI bullish for USD, so I think gold. Yes, Rahim's MCA. This is what we see, that we see some manipulation and it's still dropping down gold again. Very good. Gooter. Okay. Okay, here what we see. Okay, awesome. Here lead is still in a, it's still trying to manipulate from the 15 minutes. Basically price has said 1907, sorry, said TP. Okay, all right. Now from 15 minutes, after multiple manipulation, the market here on gold again set for potential downside. Let me see. This 15 minutes candle is a potentially bearish price action. All right, now from 1 hour doji, four-hour candle closing. Here, all right, if it is reversing, then we might see some. It is really crucial to look at here which way is still the market is preparing for further liquidity trigger. We see that here the market has grabbed liquidity from this resistance, which is pretty clear here, and also you saw that support also clear. Now if it wants to trend in this direction, definitely we need to see another liquidity candle and then we will be selling. Okay, so let me see a little more time. We had already one trade. Okay, GJ had a bounce from that zone. So previous support, previous resistance turn support has got a bounce. 4 hour. Yeah, this is, it might have another drop, and then we could see that GBPJPY might be trending to the upside. We might see another drop. I think we could see, this is the 1 hour candle, another probability for further drop, and then we can expect it to have an upside bias on GJ. Okay, Indian trade. Okay. Mark. Yes, I am on trade. No need of trading between 19. Okay. Now here, 5 minutes. See, the reversal happened in a very confusing way. You'll see that when the market reverses, it might put you in a very confusing situation. That's why when the market gathers liquidity like that, we need to wait for clear price action confirmation. And then we can look for an entry. Okay, so looking at NASDAQ, and we'll come back to gold again. Daily, what we see on the daily time frame is that NASDAQ from the daily is there is a bearish candle on the daily. Today so far the sellers are in control in this market. All right, and probably you have seen the RD analysis today from the weekly. What I see that potentially bearish on NASDAQ. Previous week a bearish candle with a long wick at the bottom. This week initially has gone up, so tested the resistance. This is a price station where I say where the price got rejected. It's a very important concept that you can learn. I have a clear video on YouTube channel. There is a lot to take from here, guys. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel for more content. When you subscribe, I really get more encouragement for some more trade, some more content. Let me bring you here on the okay. So once you go to the channel, you can look at this video, which is clearly explain what is the price station and liquidity zone. That will open your eyes completely. Okay, it's a free. So the only thing that you make sure that you give a like here and also subscribe to the channel, right? At forexwizard.com, almost 30k. This is a channel. YouTube channel is for free for you guys. Make sure you like, smash the like button here and also subscribe to the channel, and you can press that bell button so that you are notified for everything. So the price station here on NASDAQ is from that zone we saw the rejection to the downside. And if you look at the daily, what we see that from the daily perspective here, price is creating series of lower high, had a rejection. And what I can expect here for the price to have another drop. Now from the lower time frame, from 4 hour, you can see with this doji initially has dropped, has gone back up. 36 minutes later this candle is closing, and we can expect for the price to 1 hour will tell you what it is doing. We might see after a little pullback to drop again, but this long wick candle on the 1 hour is a little bit of alarm for potential for any kind of reversal, but still higher time frame showing potentially downside. So it might go up for liquidity grab, testing this level and then coming down, because You see that I talk about a lot about the liquidity gap. Why? Because liquidity is the fuel of the market, where the market moves from liquidity to liquidity. So going back to gold again, guys, to see where it is heading. Now here is, you see that this is a real manipulation happening here. This is what I was telling you, that the market is really confusing, because with this bearish candle there has been another upside 15 minutes bullish candle, which is a bullish engulfer. So basically this market potentially high probability for a bounce at the moment. Okay, so multiple times liquidity grab has given the market a very high probability for an upside bias. Let me see here. I'm not entering any trade, guys, at the moment. So make sure that you're not taking what I'm saying as a trade and then jumping on a trade. So make sure you always stay a little bit of cautious when you are opening position. GBP bouncing out. GJ is significantly bullish. Let's come down to that level. Okay, so gold, GBP see if there is an entry. Wanted to see this one has dropped further and then has given an upside, so it's still moving up. Gold, okay. Okay, so what potentially the price is doing is, after multiple manipulation from both sides, which is showing currently upside momentum from the daily. Yeah, so the way I see now at the moment, from 4-hour candle closing with this here, Okay. Call please, waiting for the signal. Yeah, call. Hello coach, I think 4 hour will end dodgy. Okay, don't confuse, will down come GBP USD, GBP JPY, euro dollar. Okay, so this is where you can see so it's in a complete manipulation on gold. So 30 minutes closed, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, daily resistance here. Okay, so it is double bottom. There is a okay, at least one candle we need to see that has come down here, then dollar yen. Okay, so gold and dollar yen. Now we see that 1 hour closed with this doji. If gold is carrying upside, then dollar yen might be carrying, so they normally moves opposite direction as of with the dollar. Now from the daily 4 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, dollar yen after multiple, you see that after multiple of this candle it started to reject from that zone. So dollar yen showing, this is the 1 hour doji. It's a two-way situation as I mentioned earlier. So the bulls couldn't break the high. That means we might see now this market also dropping down to the daily support level, which is the daily 20 MA. 4 hour also potential rejection from 1 hour, and from 15 minutes there is a potential for downside on dollar yen, potential, not guaranteed. If we look at the dollar CAD, we see that CAD is very stronger, and with that respect dollar CAD also has got very sharp rejection, and we see that drop on dollar CAD that might lead dollar CAD coming to the daily support here as well. So from weekly, monthly, also the monthly support, dollar CAD tested this level. So dollar CAD became very weaker, All right, so that signaling potential upside on gold. GBP USD also bouncing. If we look at GJ, also trying to create that bullish momentum. NASDAQ, yeah, absolutely. Gold bullish. Okay. Yeah, now what we see that here the market trying to create a momentum to the upside. Okay. Looking for an entry on this one, and this is what I mentioned you earlier, guys, that always wait for, whenever you the first thing that when you open a position, you must open with proper risk management, and whenever you need to manage the trade, you need to manage it in the right way. So here we see after breaking the high from the daily, okay, so there is a probability for so here you see this impulse. We can look for a correction, and then we can look for another impulse to the upside on this market. Let's find out which way it's heading. Gold, please. Okay. GBP CAD. Let's test it for our 20 MA. Please tell us entry point for gold. Deepak, entry. This is what everyone is waiting. So yeah, absolutely. Let me see the dollar CAD, and looking back on JJ again. So GBP JPY penetrating that high this one might drop back down again. Okay. Forming 5 minutes doji on gold. We see that when you keep eye on multiple pairs, it becomes easier for you to see the direction in the market a bit more easily. So dollar yen, we see that from this level, after forming multiple candles, has got rejected. Dollar CAD got rejected, so US30 and NASDAQ had a bounce. Yeah, NASDAQ with a gap opening, a bounce. So before the candle close, it has moved to the upside. This is a sharp move, a lonely candle. Anytime we could see that it's just getting rejected again. So this one I wouldn't buy on NASDAQ. Anytime we could see got rejected again. Instead, let's quickly look at gold to see. Now gold here, this 5 minutes candle is crucial. Let's see how it is closing. The price has broken this high, this resistance level, which is pretty much now in a no man's land from that level. If it's gonna manipulating again, that will be so this break to the upside, and then tested this support. Now 15 minutes candle closing as a doji. So you saw that break of the resistance coming back down. Now here, if it is a we need to see one or two more candle to see what it is doing. Let me see the GBPJPY. So GBPJPY has made a significant move from this level. This one also has broken the high, and from that zone the price trying to reject again. This one also we might see some pullback. Okay, so gold, gold, and dollar yen, dollar CAD. So all of them move almost in the same direction. So gold from 15 minutes and 5 minutes, but we see that after breaking the resistance line, it's got rejected now. NASDAQ 100, gold moving the same direction always. NAS, yeah, they are basically against the USD, so they move almost in the same direction. I don't know how many of you are holding the sell on gold. I closed almost at entry. You know, it is important that guys that you're not holding a trade that is not there. You know, it is very important that you follow the rules. Okay, this is where the traders fail to, you know, find the proper trading, developing a proper trading psychology. Come down to the trading psychology. So when you open a trade, you give a stop loss, do the risk management, and then let it play out. Now here we could see that see here, after breaking this high on the daily, gold now this 1 hour candle closing on gold, which is break of this structure and then potentially coming down. Let me see here what it is doing on the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, now 5 minutes. This doji will be crucial. There's a 4-hour candle close coming, which is forming potentially a doji, and then okay, there is some bounce, some rejection from the top. GBpusd, okay, fall is still holding. Trend reversal, sell entry. It's not. What's the long-term trend on gold? Gold is downtrend. Gold. Okay, so the long-term trend on gold is down. Now here, there's another candle closed on the 1 hour as a it's forming a doji. So what we see on gold is that after breaking this high, it's again coming to the range, and in that case, if we look at the overall picture, that means gold is not being able to break the high again from the daily. Yeah, so long-term trend on gold is bearish. Now here, this 1 hour candle will also determine a lot of things. Okay, when because if it get rejected from here, we might see that just sharply dropping down. Thirty minutes is a so after NASDAQ gathering liquidity, also getting rejected. And if we look at some of the instrument, euro dollar, NZD USD, GBP USD, gold, all of them so moving almost in the same direction. So gold again, 30 minutes closing as a bearish candle, 5 minutes so the price normally moves from liquidity to liquidity. You can say above this level there is a liquidity, and from that zone we saw this sharp rejection, and with that rejection what we can expect is, as the 4-hour closing, it will be crucial to see what it is doing here. I think that the way it got rejected, now it might come back to the daily support level again. It's not being able to break the high. Back to 1-hour doji. Okay, so all right, let the candle close, and then in all of them we will be looking at that. Let me see the GBPJPY. GBPJPY here on the 15 minutes also showing bullish pattern. So gold and GJ, now before the 30 minutes candle, because you can see it's closing as a doji now. So this is the resistance, turn support, (15 minutes) closed with very NASDAQ and 94-hour gold is middleman on 4-hour. Gold on the 4-hour. This is no, it's not a middleman. Middleman is when you see that equal length with break from a structure in the direction of the trend with a liquidity trigger. It has a liquidity trigger, but it's not in the direction of the major trend. It doesn't have an equal length on the both sides. So this market, if you look at, it didn't go anywhere today, gold, okay, it just consolidated and manipulated. So when the market doesn't trend, you can't force the market to give you the trade. You see that once we were looking at the news candle, let's recap that news candle, what happened. Now this is the first candle before the news, and the whole point of this movement is just bunch of manipulation, just going up and down in that very narrow range. So in that case, you cannot, force the market to give you a trade, but the best thing we can do is observe in that situation which way the market is trying to be heading. Now here gold still didn't show a very clear direction, right? It might trend to the upside again, but it might break down towards its long-term direction. Okay, so we see that two probabilities is still remaining in consideration, depending on how higher time frame is reacting. Now from the daily, even we could see that the market is still remaining in the range on the lower time frame and closing daily as a doji. Okay, so if we look at calendar, tomorrow we see that AUD news coming, so that will look gold very volatile. Tomorrow is a very big day, very big day. Euro and 10:30 p.m. USD PPI. So let's quickly look at euro dollar, AUD USD, and later we'll come back gold. So looking at the euro dollar to see where it is heading now. From euro dollar, if we look at here also, you see that the market couldn't break the high, instead after this candle again getting rejected. So that means that euro dollar also trying to form this kind of circular, semicircular structure for a downside momentum. With the news coming up tomorrow, we might see some sideways movement still before dropping down. So euro dollar, we see that it's still in a sideways, and it might remain a little more sideways before the news. As tomorrow news coming up on euro dollar, when it is sideways means that it didn't have enough liquidity for a movement and it needs more manipulation. Okay, so sideways means manipulation, and always best to stay away from a sideways market until you see that clear breakout. So euro dollar, we see that this is what's happening. Now going back to gold, also from this level, Yeah, so you see the gold also forming the same way. It's in a sideway, but after multiple manipulation, we see the market slowly. There's a gap opening on the 5 minutes. GBP USD also had a rejection from the top. Okay. AUD USD, tomorrow news coming on AUD. Let's see what's happening with the AUD USD. This is AUD USD also. You can see it didn't go anywhere, right? Just manipulated from the support and resistance, right? Until we see that the market has given us the movement. It is a very difficult task to find an entry, but here on gold, okay, so yeah, it's in a sideway. All right, guys, it's in a sideway, and the best way is to not to go to the sideway. Okay, gold buy limit 1903. Okay, EuroCAD. Gold buy limit 1903 TP. Okay. All right, so you see that so ultimately from this resistance line for gathering that liquidity, the market managed to break. Okay, so here you see the price again come back to the daily support level. So this daily candle most likely closing like that as a, you know, as a long wick at the top and bottom, which is a middleman. All right, so that could lead the next one to come down to create any lower low. One probability. Another one is with the news coming up, we might see another retest and then coming down. So still we see that the price not being able to break the high, so we can expect for the price to either to move in a sideway like that, right, and then slowly break down. Okay guys, I hope that you are enjoying. Make sure you like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and also you can consider joining us to Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I do share all my trades that I'm opening, and also all the strategy that I'm using. You can watch all of them if you are on the membership plan. The link below this video, the first link, you can visit the website. Any question, don't hesitate to ask the live agent. So let's find out here what it is doing. You know, I see that gold and all the instrument, looking at the GJ, as tomorrow also high impact news coming up here on the 5 minutes. Let me see what GBP JPY has done. So GJ has gathered liquidity again. Okay, so we need to have a little more look on all of them, as we see that the market is still not fully in the direction. Until we see that clear direction, I'll keep watching. We had a trade early today. I want to have more. 2 trades in a day is more than enough. That I think that don't need more. So we had gold, GBP USD early today. We open that one with close to with profit. Gold, some of you have got profit, I believe, because the entry was different. Some of you probably haven't got. Anyone had in this zone that is still on gold trade, I think I believe that it should be closed, but I don't know why you guys still are running, but it should be closed. All right, because to be profitable as a trader, you need to follow the rules of any kind. All right, so this is how you can be profitable over the long term, when you keep trade in the right direction, right way. All right, so hope that you enjoyed the live session. And also you can if you are looking to join the regulated broker, the broker that I recommend is EverTrade. EverTrade is regulated broker. There is a link below this video in the description area, and also I can give a link in the live chat. You can use that link to register for free, and then you can start trading with a regulated broker. Any question, let me know, or let us know in the live chat using the website address. So let me see quickly before I leave to see if there is any new opportunity. So you can see the NASDAQ also in the beginning, as I mentioned, it's a lonely candle. It got rejected again. This is what happened with the NASDAQ. Now US30 also, I think the same way, yeah, got rejected. So that means gold also getting rejected again. They almost move in the same direction, and that is what we see on the 5 minutes. Yeah, so in nutshell, what we see that gold finally moving completely very randomly in the sideway until we see the news coming up. Until I see my setup again, I will not be entering. As soon as I will find my setup after long watching, I will be jumping on a trade again, and I do share all the trades that I open. I hope that you will see that as soon as I will open. With that said, guys, do you want me to extend further, or El Model? Yeah, we do one live, this one, New York and London session, which has a high volatility. Okay guys, here let me see what gold has done again. Gold, very sharp drop. USD. Okay. To make money from this market, guys, you need an incredible, what I can say, that patience, all right, which is very, very important. This is where actually, if most traders fail to keep that patience when trading. You need that patience. Deepak, I say that you are looking for an entry. We had an early entry, and I would really appreciate, I would really happy to have another one. All right. And I would say that when the money in your account is safe, okay, the less you will trade, the more money you will make. Okay, according to Jesse Livermore, he is a legendary trader. If you know about him, Jesse Livermore said that money comes from sitting, not from trading. It's a metaphor, but this is what it is. Okay, the more you are comfortable on sitting, the more profitable you will become. Okay, so it is important that you always be comfortable on sitting down. When there is no trade, there is no trade. We had early trade today. Let's find out another one. As you can see, the market is completely choppy, and when you try to trade on a choppy market by forcing the market, it's gonna bleed your trading account. So how many of you do you think that you have the right trading psychology? Let me know in the live chat. If not, let's also try to develop that here on the 5 minutes. If this one is closing like that, we might see some downside. Okay, now in that area on gold, this is the second trade. Let me see. In the last moment, it has gone back up. So here we might see that downside here. What happened with the GJ? I had a bounce. Alright guys, hope that you are not feeling bored. Do you want to listen some story about trading psychology that we talk about, that will help you to I'm struggling with that. Still take 4 more trade. It's much better after joining the channel, but it still need improvement. Okay, yes, that's absolutely. I've been waiting for GBP CAD to confirm. Okay, can I see a drop in few minutes? Okay, so yeah, patience is the key virtue of a trader to be profitable. Right? There's no alternative but being patient here. So you see there is potential for some so what do I look at? If you look at our GBP USD setup that we have open early today, the same thing that here we can apply here, but we will be waiting for the bit more higher time frame the same way. If you look at the 30 minutes and 15 minutes price action, so it's gonna slowly coming down to the support zone here. All right, and $15 minutes closing as a narrow candle. The next one could go up to form that long wick candle, and then we can look for selling opportunity. Let me see here. Okay, it's breaking the high. So that's what I was talking about, that it's gonna go up again up to this level, and then we need to see that it has broken that high and then form this long wick candle like that, completing a head and shoulder. Then you'll see that the market is moving. This is a one probability in that movement. Triggers a little bit of patience. I know that it's not a little bit, a lot of patience. Never bought. They're very good. Amal. Yes, absolutely. This is where when you trade, the capital grows. It's much better than having a job that you don't like, isn't it? Much better. Trading is fun when you know how to do that. And this is where it comes down to being a profitable means that you really have gone through all the things that you need. So in the meantime, guys, leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. We do open quite a few live trades. I think my live trade opening frequency is way more than anywhere, so make sure you like and also subscribe for everything so that it becomes in your fingertips. So I'm going to pause for 2 seconds. Probably you are with me for a long time. For good to press that 3 buttons basically: a like button, a subscribe button, and also a notification button, so that because music you can listen after a week, but trading content you need to watch it right now. And also always I recommend you to trade in a regulated broker, which is very, very essential. The broker that I trade is regulated everywhere, so any amount that you trade is always in 100% safe hand. If you want to try that broker, the link below this video, and also I can give you a link in the live chat. So they are a SIC regulated broker, FCA regulated broker. You can be 100% secure with them. You can click that link and then you can register for free, and then you can start trading with even $100 account, $1,000 account. It's $1 million account is always in a safe hand. So you can do that by clicking that. And let's find out what it is trying to do at the moment. On gold, we see that it's again has bounced up. It is very, very choppy, and when there is a choppy, it is good idea not to be chopped but to be patient when the market is like that. So here what I see, that there is potentially Okay, let me see the GJ. It's not going anywhere. Gold, dollar, yen. Okay, so today is basically what we see that it's preparation for tomorrow. All right, still we could see some movement, but what I see that potentially the market is just gathering liquidity for a bigger move coming up tomorrow. AUD and euro and dollar news. So euro dollar, which is, if we look at euro dollar, we can see that the market in that zone is basically this is a semicircle here on euro dollar. Now I do not think that euro dollar is going to drop like that. This is the daily. There's a gap here, you can see. So there should have some bounce from that level, but ultimately it's a downtrending market. So euro dollar, what it could do, it could retest the weekly high again, and then we could see that euro dollar is coming down from this resistance zone, so which could give euro dollar another bounce to the upside and then potentially downside. So from 4-hour perspective, we see that it's moving in a sideways. So euro dollar may form this semicircular structure and dropping down. So with that being said, gold also heading to the something like that, and GBP USD, if you look at almost all of them forming the same kind of structure. They are long-term bearish, but we might see that some semicircular structure is being formed. So we see NASDAQ also doing the same thing. GJ, except GJ is getting very volatile, bullish. GBPJPY trending, which is very good. I'll try to find an entry on that one as well. As soon as I will find that, I do share all my trade in the VIPs as well. You can join us today if you want to know all the trade that I'm opening, and also you'll be able to access all the strategy that I'm using in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to end the session. I hope that you enjoyed the live session. We had a trade, and we'll have tomorrow as well. Make sure you stick to the live session. This is the best education you'll ever find. You learn always the liquidity, market structure, price action. And I want to see you again tomorrow. I will miss you until that time. Make sure that you also stay present. By being present is very important for you. I think that, because if you are really hoping to be a profitable trader, there is no outside, there is no education that you can find. I know, because I have gone through all of them. So make sure you take the full advantage of it, because I am presenting here for you. And until that, stay well, stay happy. With that being said, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon tomorrow live again. Until that, make sure you trade safe and do the proper risk management. Thank you. See you.